Hi, this is Jasmine Tohidi, and this week we have great news for citizens or nationals of Venezuela. The Biden administration has given temporary protected status to nationals and citizens of Venezuela. What is temporary protected status? Temporary protected status allows individuals who are qualified and make an application to legally work and reside in the United States through September 9th of 2022. It does not matter if you currently are out of status, you can still apply for TPS through Venezuela. What do you have to show? One, that you're a national or citizen of Venezuela. How can you show this? One is your Venezuelan passport or your Venezuelan birth certificate with a government ID so we know that you're that individual. Next, when do you need to register? The registration period is from March 9th of this year to September 5th of this year. So you must register within that registration period to be eligible. Some people are eligible for late filing. However, it's always a best practice to apply during that period. What do you have to show to be eligible for TPS? One, like I said, that you're a national or citizen of Venezuela. Two, that you've been physically present and residing in the United States. For the residing send state, it's March 8th of this year. For the physical present state, it's March 9th of this year. So how do you show those things? For instance, if you came in on a visa, you can show your visa validity date. You can show utility bills, pay stubs from work, leases, anything that's dated around that time to show that you were physically present and residing within the United States. If you look at the instructions for TPS, which is on the form I-821, it gives you good examples of the documents that you can submit. Make sure also if you want to work that you submit your working permit application along with it. For an applicant over 14 years old, the total filing fee is $545. If you have any doubts, there's actually a fee calculator from USCIS where you can input what application you're making and it'll actually tell you the filing fee. The other thing is if you have 2 or more misdemeanors, you're likely not eligible for TPS. Additionally, if you have a felony, you're not eligible for TPS. So if those apply to you, you may want to see an immigration attorney to discuss whether or not you are in fact eligible. So if you are Venezuelan living here without status, I highly suggest applying for TPS to give yourself that protection from that period of time. Also, the Biden administration had floated the idea that certain TPS holders may be able to apply for green cards. That was part of Biden's proposed bill. It is not law and it might not apply, but it might be a good idea for you to do it anyway. If you have any questions about the process, you can feel free to call my office at 202-656-6571. You can also submit the application on your own, but like I always say, read the instructions, every single page of the instructions for the I-821 and the I-765 to guide you. Thank you and have an excellent weekend.